Hey, I'm TJ Schwenke, and on today's episode of Outdoor Quest TV, we are taking you to one of the most luxurious lodges in all of New Zealand with our good friends Mark and Cindy Zimmerman from Select Worldwide Hunting Safaris. Well, kind of. While the other hunters in our group are enjoying all the amenities at the lodge, Vanessa and I are taking off on a 3-day backpack trip where the temperatures drop down to -19. Now, that's the great thing about New Zealand. There is a hunting style for everyone. And on this trip, we chose to do it old school for Tahr and chamois. Now, one of the biggest difficulties on a hunt like this is finding a boot that keeps your feet warm and dry. You know, there's a fine balance with insulated boots between enough insulation to keep you warm, but not having too much that it causes your feet to sweat excessively when you're active. And we all know that sweat is your biggest enemy. Now, mountain hunters are great at layering their bodies to prevent sweat, but they just seem to forget about their feet. And that's why I like a boot like this Loa Hunter Evo Extreme. It's only got 200 grams of insulation, so it allows me to layer socks inside of it as my insulation, just like I do on my upper body. So, you know, if I start getting too hot, it's just a matter of taking a layer off. And if I start getting cold, I can just put another layer on. It's simple. We're really good about this on our bodies, but for whatever reason, we seem to forget about it on our feet. And just as on our bodies, it's important to start with a layer against your skin that wicks moisture really, really well. Now, while we were out in the mountains, some of the other hunters in our group elected to do a helicopter tahr hunt. Now, this is perfectly legal in New Zealand, and we're going to show you a little bit from their hunt later. But right now, Vanessa and I are going to get dropped off right in the middle of New Zealand's Southern Alps, and we're chasing tahr and chamois.
So, Carl, what's the plan?
Well, we'll head up into the mountains here behind us. Right on cue, here comes the helicopter. We're going to get dropped up in those mountains behind us for a couple of days and right up in the snow and look for a tahr and maybe a chamois.
Right. And so we're kind of hoping that with the snow that they'll actually move down a little bit, right?
Yep.
And then I guess the plan is we're just going to get dropped and then hike our way back out.
Yep. Well, we'll make camp initially and hopefully get dropped in a good location where the animals won't be too far away, and depending on how we go, we'll hike out and might be some chamois down lower on the river on the way out. Bloody cold, it must be winter.
Whose idea was this, TJ?
I think what we'll do is set up camp just so we can get our packs all unloaded and just have what we need, and then we'll start glassing.
Okay.
Cool.
Got our tent set up, sleeping bags. Nice and warm and cozy tonight.
And no bear stories.
No bear stories, no grizzly bears, no cougars, no wolves, no coyotes. Nothing for predators.
Just us. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Zeiss, we make it visible. Defense Aerosols, bear spray for when your life depends on it. Closed captioning brought to you by Bowtech. Discover the world's greatest bows, including the all-new Realm, Bowtech's newest smart bow.
There's three total, but
Right.
what I'm just trying to look is he's above his ears, which is always a good sign. He's above, like quite a bit above his ears.
Right.
But on a chamois, what can determine their length is their hook a lot.
Okay.
So some will have quite a lot of length, but not a lot of hook. And that hook, you know, you can get a lot of scoring through there.
Yeah.
But you know, I think I'll let you have a look if you like. But I think to me he's a good shooter. I mean, he doesn't have the biggest hooks in the world, but he's comes up past his ears.
Yep.
And I think he's going to be at least 8 inches, which is, you know, it's not too bad. Yeah.
It's 190 yards to those rocks. I'm pretty sure they spotted us, but you gotta try, right?
Hard with those heat waves. See the other one coming around?
No Chamberlain.
Yeah, you can if you like, if they come down. Or even come down closer yet.
One man close already.
Yeah.
Here's the other one.
Just can't see what any of them are. I think that one might have been the big one. See the one on the skyline there? He's about to go round.
Oh, so close and yet so far. So I was just talking with Carl, and our the thermals are going straight up. I can feel the wind on the back of my neck. So he figures if we keep going, we're just going to keep pushing them. And he says they're creatures of habit, so they may come back this way. So we've still got a whole valley to check out. So I think we're going to head back down, start glassing some other slopes and see what's there. So it's a good start to the day, though.
What's for breakfast?
Oatmeal with apples. Or porridge.
A little chilly this morning? A little chilly this morning?
My hair's frozen. My gaiters are so frozen I had to put my porridge on top of it to warm up the zipper so I can zip them. But it's not too bad. Could be worse.
Well, we saw some chamois up above us yesterday, which I can't see now. I think they probably moved around the ridge there, so we'll save them for the way out. But we spotted a few nice tahr last night, so we're hoping they haven't gone too far. So I think we'll climb up behind us here and hopefully, as a backup, get onto these tahr, or maybe find a nice chamois on the way. Off here, so if you can you need to kind of get ready if you can.
Which one? Which one?
Hang on, so it's just a family group, you know, so they're all does, there's no bucks there. Yeah, well they're heading up down that chute, but
I'm also losing grip here.
So just about an hour out of camp, we were packing out, and what happened?
Well, Carl spotted a young group of chamois, about 5 of them. They were just about 250 yards up there from us, so I got slid in here precariously and got into position, and he was just trying to pick one out that was shootable, but they're all, too young and all mostly females, so I decided not to take the shot. So.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Stony Creek Hunting Gear. It's in the blood. Loa Boots, simply more. Silver Willow Taxidermy, see the difference. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Now, when Vanessa and I were in the mountains on our backpack trip, some of the other hunters in camp took advantage of a really brief window of good weather to do a helicopter Tahr hunt. Now, let's go take a look at their hunts while Vanessa and I do the 6-hour hike out of backpack camp before a really big storm hits.
Great morning. Between two of us we got a chamois and 2 tahr. Great hunting at Gary Herbert's New Zealand Hunting. And I thank our good friends Mark and Cindy Zimmerman from Select Worldwide Hunting Adventures. They recommended this trip, and I can really understand why. What? Good? Good.
He's a dandy. Put it there, man. Awesome. He is a beauty.
Well, what do you think?
This is an awesome trip. First day out, Gary Herbert's. Mark and Cindy Zimmerman recommended this a couple years ago. It's just like a dream come true. Flew across the world, and I'd like to thank him very much for this. Thank you.
Only 100 yards. We've got him good. Nice car.
Apprehensive about this being up in the mountains. Gary knew that I was more than a little timid, and spotted the come out by the helicopter. I was looking down, thought, I don't want to land there, I don't want to land there. Then we saw this Tahr on the other side of the ridge. He hid, and then he jumped up again, started over. We landed about 100 and some yards over to my left, and nice level for the most part. Good snow, nothing that I had to worry about falling in, other than stepping in a deep hole or something. And I didn't get scared one little bit.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Thank you very much, everybody involved.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine, Alberta's only hunting, fishing, and trapping magazine. Deluxe wall tents, built in Canada for Canadian conditions. Midland Radios, communication for every adventure.
So we got out of one heck of a storm. As you can see, the ground's totally white. And so we decided to come down to the lower country and get out of that bad weather and hopefully hit some Tahr. And
Still plenty of snow around though.
yeah, lots of snow. So hopefully, early day so far. So
See what happens next.
awesome. Let's go.
Just seen a really big bull Tahr over here, but he's sort of a bit unpredictable. He's sort of feeding his way along his face, so we're going to get around the sidle and hopefully close the gap, and if he moves on we'll at least know which direction he's gone and we can cut up and try and get on him again. But he's a good bull, so we want to try and get this guy for sure.
Okay. No Tahr on the face here, but we're hoping that they'll come back. It's kind of our only chance, because if we go too high above them, we're not going to have a shot, and if we get below them, we're not going to have a shot. So what we're hoping is that they're going to come back around this way, so we're just setting up and we'll sit and wait and hope and guess.
Very front one.
Very top right.
Sound like it hit.
That one got him.
So you try to get on him again. He's still the front one. He's still the front one.
Hang on. 300 right on him.
Yeah, I'm steady. Can I shoot? So, I got 3 solid hits into him, and he went up over that ridge, so it looks like I'm climbing up to the top after all. So I'm hoping that there's a dead Tahr on the other side, but as you can see how that camera's shaking, that it's pretty bloody cold out here.
I think your guide beat you to the bottom.
He did. He's got longer legs than me. I think he just skipped down. Wow, he sure fell a long way. Oh, can't believe how much he soaked up the bullets. So we were like way up the mountain over on the other side. We spotted them coming up over the spine, and unfortunately I was hoping to pile him up on the other side. He came over here and just came flying down here, and what a team effort though. Thank you all for sticking in there with me. It's just been an amazing adventure. Wow, what an adventure. We spent 3 days up in the high country hunting hard for chamois. It just didn't work out. Last day on the way out, I turned down one. I mean, group of about 10 chamois. and just wasn't anything there that I really, really wanted to take, and a storm was blowing in like you would not believe. When we went over that top of that mountain, the snow was really coming in. So came back down, tried to hunt the tahr in the lower country. Now one thing too, while we've been hunting here, I had major surgery on my foot the end of January, had my whole foot rebuilt, and only 8 weeks ago I had refractured that whole foot and was in a cast right up until the day I left for here. So it's been amazing. It's been an amazing team effort for everyone with their patience. My legs aren't what they usually are. And I don't have a whole lot of trust in them, but I mean, with good solid boots, nice stiff rand, I worked out great. Carl, I couldn't have done it without you guys. Gary Herbert, amazing place to hunt. If you want to hunt here, contact the Canadian representatives, Mark and Cindy Zimmerman, at Select Worldwide Hunting Safaris. You'll have a blast.
For more information on booking your own New Zealand adventure, contact Mark and Cindy Zimmerman of Select Worldwide Hunting Safaris at selectworldwidehuntingsafaris.com. These companies have provided products and services that are critical to hunts conducted on Outdoor Quest TV. Check us out online at outdoorquesttv.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.